But if we want to make money in 90 days and go all the way up to 10K, the fastest way to do it is with a. And so now that you have identified a couple problems, what you want to do is start with If I had 3 months to go from $0 to $10,000 a month, here's what I would do. And if you don't know me, my name is Riley Riles. I'm a startup advisor and investor. And this year, some of my clients went from $0 to more than $10,000 a month in less than 90 days, 3 months. Some of my clients went from $0 to $10,000 a month in less than 60 days, 2 months. One of my clients went from $0 to $8,000 a month in just 2 weeks. But let's not just only focus on the LeBron James out here. The average people can go from $0 to $10,000 a month if they do the right thing. And how I know that is because my clients did it this year. I also did it with my own business. But in the last 15 years, I helped 50 plus startups going from $0 to revenue, $0 to 10K plus, $0 to 20K, $0 to close to $1 million. Again, let's just not get carried by the unicorns. But they went from $0 to money in about 90 days. And so in this video, I'm going to show you what all these clients and all the people I helped with have in common and what kind of leverage and systems they've put in place to be able to do that. If you have any questions or comments, let me know in the comments down below. But right now, if I had 3 months to go from $0 to 10K, here's what I would do. Let's go. Boom. So number one, disclaimer. In this video, I am not going to talk about a get-rich-quick scheme, and I'm not going to talk about the classic one-button automation that does everything for you. The reason why my clients were able to get from $0 to more than 10K in less than 3 months is because they built the muscle memory and they followed the advice that I gave them, and they did the reps. They got the inputs. So you really have to focus on getting the inputs out there. There is no one thing that is going to get you the money automatically just by pressing a button. It's going to be work. We're going to be sprinting in these next 3 months. That being said, the number one thing I told all my clients, do things that don't scale. That's the first thing I've told all my clients. No automation, AI kind of recipe. We're gonna focus on what nobody wants to do, which is the unscalable. What does it mean? It means talking to the real people, one by one, having regular conversation. It means going out there, going to events, forgetting the 100 emails, 100 automation, or the weekly YouTube video publishing on demand. No. We're gonna go no scale. We're gonna do high white glove experience to maximize our chances to get that money.
Perfect, thank you so much. White glove experience.
Number two, now that's in your head, we're gonna do things that don't scale. The first thing we wanna do is not come and start with an idea. What we wanna start with is a problem. But that problem has something very particular. It's what I call a rude problem. We have to identify a rude problem. What I mean by rude is, number one, are recognized, as in it is known in the market. People acknowledge it. It's something that you can search for on Google Trends or social media. If you type 2, 3, 4 keywords, the problem comes out and people talk about it. If you have to describe your problem in a full sentence, or even worse, a paragraph, before you can hit enter and search any results, that's not a rude problem. That's way too complicated. So you need your problem to be recognized by the market and by the people. People need to be aware. If people are not aware that they have this problem, we're not going to be able to do it in 3 months. Number two, you as in urgent. So the problem needs to be recognized by people. People need to be aware they have this problem, but it also needs to be urgent. It cannot be something they want to fix in 6 to 12 months. It has to be something people want to be fixed right now. And the reason why we want this, obviously, is because we want people to pay us right now. So it has to be urgent, as in the house is on fire. And the last one, DE, as in deep, an emergency. So what you want to do is to have a problem that is like a deep wound, you know, like it's really hurting people and it's hurting them deep. So it's urgent and it's also deep enough for them to go and consult a specialist and get it fixed. So we want to have a list of problems that are recognized, urgent, and deep enough for people to give us their trust and give us their money so we can build a solution. Rude or Rudy? I don't know, let me know in the comments down below. If you're already stuck at this phase of the research and you can't get past the rude, I have a couple of free consulting sessions in the description down below. Click, fill it in, and let's talk. Back to the video. So I know what you're wondering. You may be asking, okay, but how do I find and validate those rude problems? Here's the thing, what you need to do is, let me find my sticky here. Run, navigate interviews. This is how you'll be able to identify and validate those rude problems. Navigate interviews is essentially a 30 to 45-minute conversation with a person you think that has a problem. And so what you want to do in this navigate interview is dive into the process, get to know the person, get to know the problem, and try to qualify if the problem is recognized, urgent, and deep. And ideally, you want to run at least 20 of those interviews. Remember what I said, do things that don't scale. This is exactly it. You want to run those 20 navigate interviews, and you want to be able to come up with a problem that is rude, but ideally, you also want to take a little bit of temperature regarding the solution and how much people are willing to invest, or are they willing to invest time, money, or referral. This is also where you can start sensing if you can get people on a waiting list or a pre-order. So run at least 20 navigate interviews. And so now that you have identified a couple of rude problems, what you want to do is start with a service.
Yes, but Riley, I thought this channel was about building startups and SaaS and tech stuff, blah, blah, blah.
Hold on a minute. We'll be building a SaaS, but if we want to make money in 90 days and go all the way up to 10K, the fastest way to do it is with a service. Because we don't want to invest time and money into building something, even if it only takes 2 weeks. And I see you, my vibe coders out there, even if it takes 2 weeks, let's not waste the 2 weeks into doing that. Let's sell a service, because the cool thing with a service is that you can get paid upfront, more money, and then get to build a relationship with your clients. And that's what I do with most of my tech founders. I start by getting them to build a service version of what they want to build, and then we get the money, and then we find a way to build product and technology to automate a portion of our work and then our full work, and then turning into a SaaS. Okay? So what you want to do is ask yourself, okay, how can I create a service to answer that root problem that these clients have, and then get back to them and try to position the service and see if they buy. If they're not buying, look at the obstacles. Why is it that they're not buying? Is it the features? Is it the price? Is it because they don't trust you? Is it because something is missing? And iterate on that until you get people to buy for that. Because the reality is, it's much easier to sell a one-shot, 1, 2, 3, 10K service to a person than selling 1,000 subscription of $10 to $100 to people. So go with the service first, get the money, learn from your market, learn from your users, and then we'll turn that into a SaaS and a product. And the last step is to use a very famous lean design principle that I've slightly tweaked, called learn, service, measure, and obviously repeat. So what you did in the first phase with the root and the navigate is the learning section. Then you designed a service that you try to sell or execute and deliver. And then what you want to do is then measure the impact, measure the result, measure the satisfaction, and then do another loop of learn, service, measure. And the thing is, within those 90 days, you should be able to design a service, get people to buy or pre-order, and then get the first iteration of delivery. And with that money, you can get confirmation that you have a root problem, and then you can get a confirmation that people are willing to pay for the solution. And that goes back to one of my oldest videos called P.S.D, how to scale a business. That goes with P.S.D, P as in problem, S as in solution, D as in distribution. So right now, we were into the P and S. I'm losing my stickies. The P and S, which is problem and solution. We find a problem, design a solution, and the D is for distributing that solution to a broader audience. And as a conclusion, this is exactly what I do with my customer when it fits, and get them from 0 to 10K or more in less than 90 days. Try it out. Let me know in the comments down below if it works, or if you're struggling at any point, and if it's the case, drop me a comment in the comments down below. And again, for the people who went all the way to the end of this video, I have a couple of free consulting sessions to help you, to unblock you, whatever the step you are in your project, especially if you're a SaaS or a service founder and you want to build a business. I'm Riley, startup advisor and investor, and that's the video for today. And until next time, boom. There we go.